Hey, it's me, Tim. Check out this fun thing. You might remember a few months back I was messing around with some Russian instruments. Well, Rose, who follows me on Instagram and YouTube and whatnot, is local and has this Tonika bass, which is a Soviet Union era instrument, probably made in one of the 2 or 3 factories that were making these funky things. And she has this, but she doesn't have the neck. It did originally, but it was just not playable and it got lost in the shuffle, and wanted to know if I could make it play again. Now originally the necks that were on these were, from looking at pictures, I never actually touched one, they look pretty skinny, kind of like a Hofner neck or something like that. This pocket's very skinny, and it was probably not a 34-inch scale instrument. It's probably more like a 30 or 32-inch scale instrument with a floating bridge. But we want to make this a 34-inch scale instrument, and we want to make it a BEAD tuning instead of EADG, so like the bottom 4 strings of a 5-string bass. I think that the other thing we want to do is keep the cost down. So I think that the cheapest and easiest way to do this is to take one of my DIY bass guitar kit necks and make it fit. But as you can see, this is like a Fender style neck. It is much, much wider than the pocket that's here. So what I'm going to do is create a template that fits into here, put it on this, and then route off the excess material off this so it'll slide over it. Like I'll fill in some of these pre-existing holes with whatever, and then use a plate. So then if I get that there, that will give me room to put a bridge. I had measured it out earlier, and if I put just a regular old intonatable bridge right about here, that's going to give me my 34-inch scale. Got some 5-string strings I'm just going to use the fat ones on, and voila, we should have a pretty cool down a fifth bass. Let's talk about the shape a little bit. When Rose was here, she was saying that it's surprisingly ergonomic, and I haven't played it because there's no neck, but when I thought about it, it kind of is, because you can put it on your knee like that, or you can put it on your knee like that. And I think that they're actually kind of onto something with this shape for being a comfortable, lightweight instrument. It has everything it needs, and none of the stuff it doesn't need, except attractive looks. But sometimes things that are so ugly are cool, and this is kind of in that so ugly aspect. Let's see if we can make it cool. First thing I got to do, just because I'm a curious fellow, is I got to look in here. I did plug it into an amp, just like it is, and turn knobs and tap on pickups. This volume knob works, but the knob just sort of keeps spinning, so it's kind of loose. The 11-way switch, there was basically, I got sound out of at least one pickup in I think all 11 positions, but it sort of changed a little here and there. We also need to put some strap locks on. Right now there's a sheetrock screw in this end and nothing on this end, and the holes are all like gigantic. So holy this is probably a volume knob for that pickup. This selector switch, I was hearing stuff. There's all sorts of capacitors on it. So I'm guessing that you're selecting different tone circuits, which is wicked interesting. You seeing this? Look at that mess. So since it all is doing something right now, I mean, I could put modern stuff, but I think that I'm just gonna put this back together and wait to do anything until we can actually hear. pretty good. This is pretty cool. The neck worked out really well. The whole fit, everything went according to plan, which is rare. The pickups on this thing are pretty low output and, you know, kind of microphonic, so it is what it is. That's something that Rose and I might discuss in the future, is like upgrading the electronics, but it's kind of cool that it's all original right now and works. Well, almost all original. And so we'll put it back in her capable hands and see what happens with it. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you around the interweb, and if you're interested in these Russian instruments, I do have a couple other videos on some other ones that I've been messing around with, and I have one I've yet to complete, and I have some other kooky guitars like that of my own designs, as well as other old ones that I've been messing around with on this channel too. So check them out. Thanks a lot and be good.